Late at night, Ria was returning home when suddenly a muddy foot stopped the elevator door. A strangely dressed woman stepped inside, but she didn't press any floor button. When Ria got off on the 7th floor, she felt relieved because the woman also stepped out. But the next second, her heart sank. The woman was living on the same floor. Nervously, Ria walked toward her apartment, while the strange woman kept banging loudly on the neighbor's door. As soon as Ria got inside, she was about to call the police when the knocking suddenly stopped. The creepy part was that she never heard the neighbor open the door. The next day, the same thing happened again. This time, the knocking was even more violent, as if the neighbor owed her something huge. Ria became even more terrified. Back home, she tried calming herself down, but suddenly a shadow crawled past her window. The problem was, her apartment was on the 7th floor. Trembling, she looked outside, but everything seemed normal. She completely missed the wet handprints left on the window. Moments later, a horrifying scream came from next door. The following day, while returning home, an envelope suddenly fell near her. Inside was a check worth 10 lakh rupees and a note from the neighbor. It asked her to lock a safe in his apartment before midnight and open it again at exactly 1 a.m. If she did that, the money would be hers. Needing money and wanting answers, Ria went to the neighbor's apartment. The place was filthy and smelled terrible. In the middle of the room sat a large safe covered with strange charms and talismans. She locked it as instructed and quickly left. Exactly at midnight, the knocking started again. This time, along with it came terrifying scratching sounds, as if nails were scraping against the safe. At 1 a.m., everything suddenly became silent. The next morning, Ria saw news in the newspaper that famous model Ananya had been murdered. Looking at the picture, she froze. It was the same mysterious woman she had been seeing for days. Now she suspected the safe contained the model's body. To uncover the truth, she secretly entered the neighbor's apartment and opened it. But instead of a corpse, the neighbor himself was trapped inside. In panic, he shouted, "Lock it quickly! She's coming!" Terrified, Ria locked it again and ran out. At that moment, she saw the model's ghost-like figure arriving and rushed back into her apartment to hide. Later, the neighbor knocked her unconscious. When she woke up, he finally revealed the truth. He was a photographer obsessed with the famous model Ananya. To possess her, he had kidnapped her and put a dark spell on her, forcing her to visit him every night at midnight and forget everything afterward. His twisted fantasy continued until Ananya unexpectedly became pregnant. After learning the truth, her boyfriend left her. Eventually, the photographer confessed everything and asked her to marry him, but after hearing the truth, she was Kanzi.